pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Harrington. Screen play. Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First down, Jets.
Right. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Check nickel. Shut up.
To throw on second down, Harrington. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. From the gun, Harrington. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Coming to you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Game situation. Let's go. Under crunch. Check 31. Check 31.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Jackson now off the bootleg.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. And Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
51 to Mike. 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Ready. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Record. Out.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check back. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Jackson from the shotgun finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Jackson now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Harrington. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third down, Harrington. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrington. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Harrington looking deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw on 2nd down, Harrington. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Let me end it. You remember me? 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. All day, dog. 58, right over there. Anyway. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. Hey, man up, D. Man up.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrington. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Back to throw. Harrington. That's to his running back. Complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the Cardinals continuing. Surge, they've scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, New York.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. Good move by Duke. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on second down. Harrington. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Blue down.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Looking to throw on second down. Harrington under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on third and long. Harrington, and the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's good. Dolphins, first down.
Right here. Mike, 6.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation. So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them. And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you... Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking deep for Jennings. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
To throw on third down, Harrington. And Jennings has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harrington nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, Harrington completes it to Jennings. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is Hill on the draw play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 24, check 24. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Operating from the gun. Harrington is going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Harrington. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Hill. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Harrington. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They go to Johnson again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Duke Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Throwing to start the drive. Harrington. Open man here is Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Harrington. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he cuts it back right. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. McManus now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They're all finished in the game up in Minneapolis. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Catch made by Slayton. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach.
And now here's another interception. Julian Love picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
It's your time, baby.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Dolphins, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles...